from Spartan Trading Academy. Today's topic is market structure. In market structure, we are going to see what is impulsive move and correction move. Impulsive move also called as expansion move, and correction move also called as retracement move or pullback. And where in bullish market how to mark our higher high, higher low, and in bearish trend how to mark our lower high, lower low, and what is valid pullback, and pullback also called as IDM inducement, and BOS short form break of structure, or MBS market break in structure. CHOCH means change of character, or MSS market structure shift. So these are all the things today we are going to see in depth, how in the form of candlestick and structure we have to mark these things for our buy trade and sell trade. So I hope everyone knows about these three trends in the market. One is uptrend, and other one is downtrend, and the last one is sideways or consolidation move. In uptrend, price will be keep moving up towards upside. This is called a break of structure. So we will be marking whenever the price breaks the previous high, we will be marking as a break of structure, and we will be marking our order block, and we will be look for our buy trade. Same way in the bearish trend, we will be marking our break of structure like this, and we will be marking our order block, and we will be looking for our sell trade. So in uptrend we will be looking for our buy trade, and in downtrend we will be looking for our sell trade. So in consultation market, it is little risky to take the trade, but even then people are doing. Like how means, use this Fibonacci level, mark from low to high, and I think you might know about this tool. Zero level will be our premium price, 1 will be our discount price, and 0.5 will be our equilibrium stage. So if it is in consultation market, if you want to, you can look for both the side, for buy trade and for sell trade also. If the price travels inside this discount area, you can take a buy trade till this high, and if the price travels in premium level, you can look for your sell trade until this low. So it's little risky only, but you can try. So these are all the three trend in the market: uptrend, downtrend, and sideways consolidation market. Now we will see about structure mapping. In structure mapping, what are the conditions we have to follow for confirming our higher high, higher low, and valid pullback, and for break of structure. So for each and everything there are conditions, and we have to fulfill our conditions for marking these things. And blue color candle is a bullish candle, gray color candles are bearish candles. So here green color dotted lines are impulsive move, and the red color dotted lines are correction move. So this correction move we are not considering as a valid pullback. And why we are considering this as a valid pullback? Means the price has closed below this candle low or closed below the swing low. Because of that we are considering this as a valid pullback, or we can also call it as inducement. So for marking our inducement, candle can be closed with the wick or with the body also. Both are fine. And once after confirming our inducement, we have to mark our higher high. Once after higher high is formed, then the price automatically, as it's a bullish trend, the price automatically moves towards upside, and whenever the price breaks or close above the previous higher high, then we have to confirm our higher low and we have to mark that as a break of structure. So now higher high is confirmed and higher low is also confirmed. Once after our higher low is confirmed, we have to mark our break of structure from this higher high to towards the right side. So here, if the market price close only with the wick, then we should not consider as a break of structure. For break of structure, there is one condition, that the candle body has to close above this price, close above the previous higher high. If body is not closed, then we cannot consider this as a break of structure. This can be a single candle or multiple candles. See here, the first candle closed only by the wick, so we should not consider this as a break of structure. And the second candle closed with the body, so then we can consider this as a break of structure. So the condition for the break of structure is either can it be a single candle or multiple candles, but the candle body has to close above the higher high. So now we know about how to confirm our higher high, higher low and break of structure, and which is valid pullback. There is one small condition for shifting our inducement from one place to another place. Here I have given the note that for valid pullback, we don't want to wait for the previous swing has to be swept. Here this is a small swing also swept, and the base candles low also swept. So this is our valid pullback and we have mentioned as inducement. Again, our next inducement will be this one. So we don't want to wait till the price comes and takes this inducement. So here what I have given, if the price sweeps the previous base candle's low, even this can be considered as a valid pullback. So this is a one single swing, impulsive move. In this impulsive move only, you can see this rally, base, rally. This, wherever the base candle's low, if the price sweeps, even that we can consider as a valid pullback. Once if the price sweeps the previous base candle's low, then we have to shift our inducement from here to here. Then even this swing will be valid for marking our higher high and higher low. We don't want to wait till the price takes this higher low. Here I have given that, and if there are many pullbacks, we have to select the recent one. So this is the recent one. Like this, even so many pullbacks are there. This inducement we have to shift from, like how from here to here we have shifted, from here to the next base candle's low we have to shift. Now we will see how to mark our higher high, higher low, break of structure and inducement in real chart. This is New Zealand dollar versus US dollar 1 hour time frame. Here the market is in bullish trend. So the green color dotted lines are impulsive move and the red color dotted lines are correction move. So this is our low and here is our high. So this correction move is a valid pullback move because it has violated the previous candle low or the small swing low. So once after our inducement is confirmed, we have to mark our higher high and the price keep moving towards upside. Once after the market price closes above this previous high, our higher low has to confirmed. Always you have to remember that higher low has to mark in the lowest point. in this swing, this is the lowest point. We should not mark our higher low either here or here or here. So the lowest point in that swing we have to mark as our higher low. So our higher high is confirmed, higher low also confirmed. Whenever the price candle close above the previous high, then our breakup structure is also confirmed. As I told in the diagram 1, it can be a single candle or multiple candle. Here, so we have to mark our breakup structure till the 6th candle, not the first one, because first candle closed only with the wick, not with the body. Wherever the body is closing, there we have to mark our breakup structure. So next, price keeps on moving up as it is a bullish trend. Here, this one we should not mark as our breakup structure. Almost around 10 candles are there. All the candles coming inside in this one candle. All are inside bar candle. So the price has not taken any previous low. For example, the same price, if violate this low, candle low, and closes here, and if it is moving like this, we can consider this as our valid pullback. So from here to here till here, it is a single leg move. You have to remember that where we have to mark our breakup structure and where we should not mark as a breakup structure, which is single move and which is our valid pullback. Coming to the second pullback, this is also a valid pullback because the previous candle low or the swing low has violated here. So we are marking as our inducement. Once after inducement is confirmed, we have to confirm our higher high. Here the price has closed with the wick. So this portion we cannot consider as a breakup structure. Technically we have to mark from this wick to close above the previous higher high. There till there we have to mark as breakup structure. So here also our inducement is confirmed and higher high we have marked it. Higher low also confirmed. Here also we should not mark our higher low in this point. See, this point we should not mark because this is our lowest point. Here only we have to mark our higher low. After higher low confirmed, price keeps moving towards upside. Whenever the candle body closed above the previous higher high, our breakup structure also confirmed. So this also we cannot consider as a breakup structure because this candle not violated any base candle or previous candle low. So we are not considering this swing as a valid pullback. So here we are considering this as a valid pullback and we are marking as inducement. So you can see here higher low, our previous higher low is here and we are considering this as our inducement. This is also one of the inducement and this is also one inducement and this is the recent one. Already I have told that the recent pullback we have to mark as inducement. So this inducement from here to here we have to shift. Once if this inducement violated by the price, our higher high is confirmed and then price moves towards up. Once after the market price closes above the previous high, then our higher low is confirmed. The same way here the breakup structure we have to mark and keep going on. In this real chart also now you will be understanding how to mark our higher high, higher low and valid pullback, how to shift our inducement from one low to other low or recent low, and how to mark our breakup structure in bullish trend. This is diagram 2. We are going to see bearish trend. In bearish trend, how to mark our lower high, lower low, breakup structure, and which is our valid pullback. The bullish trend and bearish trend, there is only one difference. The difference is, for bullish trend we have seen already the low has to violate. Here in bearish trend, high has to violate. Rest everything is same. So the green dotted lines are impulsive move. Also we can also call it as pro trend. Now the sell trend is pro trend. These red dotted lines are correction move, and we can say it as counter trend. So here this is not a valid pullback, because if the price violate the previous high, then we can consider this as a valid pullback. Here it is not violated the previous high, so we cannot consider this as a valid pullback. So the next correction move has violated the previous candle's high. So this is our valid pullback move or inducement. Once after marking our inducement, our lower low is confirmed. Again, price moves towards down as it is a bearish trend. Whenever the price closes below this previous low, our lower high also confirmed. After our lower high is confirmed, once the price closes below this low, previous low, we have to mark our breakup structure. For breakup structure, candle body must close below this level. So here the first candle is not closed, it closed only with the wick, but the second candle closed with the body. So we have to mark this as our breakup structure till this candle. Same way, as it is a bearish trend, we have to keep marking our lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So the same note here is, for the valid pullback, we don't want to wait for the previous swing has to be swept. If the price sweeps the previous base candle's high, even this can be considered as our valid pullback. And if there are many pullbacks, we have to select the recent one. Please shift the pullback wherever it is forming, and the recent one if violates, we have to confirm our lower low. As we saw in the diagram 2, here we will see in the real chart how to mark our lower high, lower low, breakup structure and inducement. This is New Zealand dollar versus US dollar 1 hour chart, and here the trend is completely bearish, downtrend. So this will be our valid pullback marked as inducement. Once after confirming our pullback or inducement, our lower high is confirmed. From lower high, if the price moves towards down and breaks the previous low, then we have to confirm our lower low. So this is the deepest point, so here only we have to mark our lower low. And for breakup structure, the condition is the candle body has to close below this previous low. Here it has happened, so this is our valid breakup structure. Same way, in the next swing, we have to mark this as our inducement, and once after marking our inducement, our lower high is confirmed here, and price pushes towards downside. Whenever the price violating this previous low, we have to confirm our lower low, and it has to be a lowest point. And once after the candle body close below this previous low, we have to mark our breakup structure. So this keeps going like this, and we have to confirm our valid pullback or inducement and our lower high, lower low and breakup structure. Now we will see about change of character. Short form is CHOCH. here bearish to bullish and bullish to bearish, where and when, under which condition we have to mark our CHOCH. So here I have given the note that a CHOCH signals that the shown downtrend or uptrend is over and price can move to the opposite side. So after the market makes the CHOCH, that is when we have to change our sell trade to buy trade and vice versa. Here this is a bearish trend, we will be looking for selling, and here it is a bullish trend, here we will be looking for our buy trade. The key point for valid change of character is the price has to break previous higher high or lower low, and body of the candle has to close below or above it. At the same time, if the price breaks the higher low only with the shadow or a wick, then it is not a valid change of character. That will be considered as liquidity sweep, which we will see in the upcoming videos. So here you can see this is our lower high, lower low. When the price moves towards upside, the candle body has to close above this lower high. Then we have to confirm our CHOCH. Once after marking our change of character, we have to think that market is looking for trend reversal. So we have to look for our buy trade here. Same way in bullish to bearish, whenever the market price violate this higher low, then we have to mark our change of character. The same way for change of character, candle body has to close below this higher low level. Once after change of character happens, we have to look for our sell trade in bearish trend. For change of character, always we have to remember that change of character is valid under one condition: if the price mitigate the supply zone or demand zone before breaking the recent higher low. Once after breaking this recent higher low, usually we will mark it as an inducement. But now when the price touches the supply zone or demand zone, we have to mark it as change of character. So here the price mitigate the supply zone, so this will not be our inducement. This we have to mark it as change of character. So this is the valid pullback. Higher high, higher low confirmed, breakup structure also confirmed. Again here higher high, higher low confirmed because it has violated the previous pullback and price goes towards upside as it is a bullish trend. After mitigating the supply zone, and if violate the previous higher low, then we have to mark our change of character. In case if price is not mitigating this supply zone, then this will be our inducement. And we have to keep marking our higher high and higher lows and breakup structure. As it is a bearish trend, the price pushes downwards. In this we are confirming lower high, lower low, bearish BOS, again lower high, lower low and bearish BOS. This trend continues, and at certain point of time formation of breakup structure will stop and trend reversal happens. After this the price pushes towards upside. Whenever the trend reversal happens and if price closes the candle body above the previous lower high, here we have to mark our change of character. Change of character is marked only when the trend reversal happens, and then it will continue with bullish breakup structure and confirmation of higher highs and higher lows, as we saw in the previous diagrams. Here we have one more example, Euro USD chart, 4 hours time frame. This is the last breakup structure of bullish trend, and here the trend reversal happens from bullish to bearish. During the trend reversal, the price closes the candle body below the previous higher low. Change of character is marked only when the trend reversal happens. Then it will continue with bearish break of structure and confirmation of lower highs and lower lows. Market price will not move in one directional move because it will collect the buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity repeatedly. If the market is in downtrend, mark bearish BOS and look for the sell trade. If it is a bullish trend, mark bullish BOS and look for buy trade. I hope now you have understood how to mark the structure mapping. Thanks for watching. Happy trading.